Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives. We present stories drawn from lessons in history and our folk tales focused on moral values. We think that these stories carry tremendous amount of teachings which our young children and young adults can adapt into their own lives and make their lives stronger and better. Today, we have picked up something on joy and happiness. Very interesting couple of stories. Let's listen in. Once upon a time, the bird crow, came to a swan and told the swan that, "Hey swan, you are so beautiful. Everybody appreciates your beauty. You must be extremely happy." Swan said, "Not really. You see, I am white, but you see, it's just one color, and I can't fly like you." So the crow was surprised. Crow asked the swan that, "Who do you think is extremely happy?" The swan said, "Have you seen the parrot? The parrot has two colors. How beautiful it is. It can imitate people's voices, it can speak to people. Everyone loves the parrot." So the swan thought that parrot is happier, parrot is more joyful than him. So the crow thought that he should talk to the parrot. He went to the parrot and said, "Oh parrot, you are so beautiful, you have two colors, everybody loves you. What's the secret of your happiness?" Parrot said, "You think I am beautiful? I am joyful? Not really. Have you seen the peacock? It's so beautiful. It's considered to be the queen of all the birds." The crow thought for a while. It appeared that, yeah, true, the peacock has got so many colors. So the crow went to the peacock and asked the same questions. The peacock said, "You know what? Yeah, sure, I have got a lot of colors, but how do people engage with me? They all like to see what I do, but they put me in a cage. You have never been caged, you are free. You should be extremely happy. You should be extremely joyful. There is no freedom greater than that being free." So the crow thought for himself, there are so many different aspects that he has, other birds do not have. He was just worried that he looks ugly because he thought black, the color black, is not liked by many. He thought the swan was more beautiful, was happy because swan receives a lot of appreciation. Swan thought the parrot is happy because it had multiple colors and it is loved by so many people. And the parrot thought it's the peacock. Peacock thought it's the crow. So happiness and joy, my dear friends, is something, if we try to change it, you never get it. Similarly, there is another folk tale. Once upon a time, there was an old man living in a village. The man was always grumpy. The man was always complaining of what life has given him. He was never happy. He always thought that he is the most unfortunate man on this world. He never achieved what he wanted to achieve. Life went on to the extent that the villagers, the neighbors, thought this man has gone mad. Always he sort of spread negativity, spread pessimism. So his negativity and pessimism was almost contagious. Nobody wanted to interact with him. Many years passed by, the man became 80-year-old, and one fine day he started changing his behaviors. He started becoming joyful. He started smiling at others. He started asking others how they have been and how he can be of help to the other people. So everybody was surprised about the sudden change in the behavior of this person. So they all gathered around his home and asked, "Uncle, what's this change all about? Until yesterday, you had so many complaints about life. You complained about lack of wealth, lack of happiness, your poor health, and what all you haven't been able to achieve in your life. What has changed? The man said, only one thing has changed. That's my mind. That's my thought. I thought for myself that I have spent so much time of my life without being grateful for what I have got. So I was chasing happiness, and happiness never came my way. I chose from today to be happy, to be grateful for what I have got. Sure enough that many things I did not get in life, but I have got so many other things I should be happy about. Or maybe I can create happiness, I can achieve a few things if I am positive in life. So, ladies and gentlemen, small stories yet very powerful learning. That if I start comparing myself with what others have got and I haven't, I will never be happy in life. Similarly, if I'm chasing happiness, I will never be happy. I can create happiness for me. I read another small story, interesting one. 3 friends went to a free lunch organized by a family. They were having lunch. They saw that hundreds of people have come to this free lunch being provided. Charitable activity of someone. He had organized a free lunch. He had invited people, whosoever can walk in and have a free lunch. They all were enjoying the lunch and they were talking amongst themselves. They were thinking that this man must be very rich to be able to organize such a big lunch. How can we ever be so rich to be able to offer free lunch to others? We are so poor. Possibly it is only God's blessings on this man, that this man has got so much of money that he is able to do some charity. But we will never be able to. The person who was sitting next to them, an elderly person who was sitting next, intervened and said, young men, if you want to do something in life, then you can. The 3 young men asked, how is it possible? We are barely able to earn something which is just providing us 1 or 2 square meals a day. How can we even dream of feeding the poor, feeding the hungry? The man smiled at them and said, it's a limitation, it's a constant that you have put on yourself. You want to provide free lunch. You may not have enough resources to provide free lunch to men and women. But can you provide free food to the birds? Every day, can you just take a few grains of rice and spread them on one place and take a bowl and put some water? Just see how many birds will come and feast on that rice. That's free lunch for birds. Just think about it. You want to help someone? Go ahead, help. Whichever help you could provide. You have some leftover food, feed it to the dog, feed it to the animals who are struggling to take care of their stomach. So, ladies and gentlemen, these small stories teach us tremendously. They tell us that if I chase happiness, if my pursuit of happiness is to compare myself about what others have and I don't have, I will never be happy in this world. That's teaching number 1. The second lesson which comes up is about your mind, the constraints that we have put on ourselves. There is so much happening in life. Can I be grateful for what I have and how I can live this life so happily? Joy is such an important thing. It's more a state of mind than actually the state of having good health, good money, good position, good reward, recognition in the society. I have come across people who feel happy because their rivals suffered. Haven't we seen people who support our country, we support our own sporting team, but they lose in the semi-final to some other country, our rival, and that rival team which wins loses the final. We feel happy that our rival has lost. What kind of joy and happiness is this? This is so temporary, so transitory, so tragic joy, so false, so much of a false joy. Can I be happy? Can I be grateful? Can I be joyous for what I have? And I create my positive state of mind by thinking positively, creating opportunity to become happy and joyous for me and myself. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope our young children and young adults take this lesson seriously. Look forward to our future conversations.